We got this Soultip paint about a month ago, and as usual, they didn't tell us anything about it, whether it was updated, whether the new colors were any different or anything. They just ship it to us and we have to figure it out for ourselves. So what I did is I got 2 mops and I filled them up with it and did some test tags, and then I put them on my shelf. Quite a test, right? Well, it's a very important test because what I wanted to see is if the mops would shrink up, which some of you are familiar with like Smash Ink and some of those other things. They're dope as hell, but sometimes over time the mop starts to degrade. And what I found in my testing is, in fact, the mops do hold up quite well. This is an alcohol-based formula, very smooth, and the mops seem to hold up just fine. Let's check the nibs. Another criteria that I do in my testing is to see how stable the mop is as far as the nib goes. Because with some mop paints, over time, the nib does start to harden up. So again, these have been sitting for over a month. And let's see. Still wet. Let's try out this color. Still wet as well. So as you can see, if you're not somebody who's a heavy hitter, this mop ink will be a great stable companion to your plastic mop, so you don't have to worry about it shrinking up too bad. As you can see, it did shrink a little bit, but that's normal. But it won't destroy your mop. This stuff flows way better than their old formula. If I was OTR, I would be hyping the fuck out of this. All right, now remember, this mop has been sitting for over a month. So let's write the word test out and see if it still writes. Again, look at the quality of these drips, dude. This is high quality mop paint, and they went and acted like it was the same stuff as their old formula. Sweet drips, good colors, nice pop, easy flow, reliability. So if you get this stuff, you'll be very well served. I have to say I'm very happy with it. Let's pop a couple more tags and see what's up. I'm a big fan of S's and E's and X's and Y's. I do like those letters. And F's, another E. We're gonna do a Festec tag. That dude's the homie. Running out of room though. I'm sure you've seen that guy in some trains. He gets up. As you can see, the mop just keeps flowing, even though it's over a month old. My friends, we are venturing on a whole new road in mop paint. Alright guys, as you can see, we have the new silver OTR paint formula in stock. It is extremely metallic. I don't know if that's translating in the film, but it's highly, highly metallic. The old formula was more of like a silver gray color, for those who remember the old OTR silver ink. It was good, but it didn't have that shine, you know, that bling that writers are looking for. Well, guess what? They have fixed that, and the new formula is extremely bright. Let's do a couple tags, and remember, this mop is over 1 month old. Let's hit up. Okay, shit, this thing's too much. That's all right. Silver is gnarly. All right, we learned a lot today, didn't we? Okay, so for you guys who don't know what's going on is this mop nib has a crack at the top. It's not the ink that's doing it, and what's happening is when I squeeze it, it's squirting out the side of the top of the mop. So you can't blame the ink or the mop for that. That just happens sometimes. But again, this mop's been sitting for over a month and it still freaking writes. Try that with your own ink. It's not gonna happen. Let's put this in a brand new mop just to show you the capabilities of this ink, because even under this rough circumstance, it is insane. Oh my God, look how it blew up everywhere. Okay, let's do a couple quick more tags with this. Let me fill up another mop. All right, so I've been working here for, gosh, probably almost 10 years, and I've seen probably almost every single situation that a customer can experience. That's why I go out of my way to rudely torture test our products and be mean to them just to see if they actually are up to snuff. And that's what I did with that other mop body, but of course it cracked. And since that's kind of an unfair comparison to OTR, for the sake of prudence, we're gonna fill up another mop and show you how good it looks in a fresh mop. Because again, I want to be fair. There's one thing that people who know me is they know that I'm fair. It's what you should always be in life. Don't be a dick. So let's get this nib on here and let's get cracking. So what was I writing before? Sope? Just writing gibberish just to see how the mop body works. That Z's so out of 1990. Sorry, this thing moves around a ton, so it's hard to get a good clean line. But again, we're just doing tests, so sue me or whatever. I don't care. All right. That was off of one pump, all the way down to the bottom. Excellent silver quality. And as towards the bottom, it started to get a little bit streaky, but that was off of one pump, so you got to give it a hand. You got to give it a hand to the OTR product. I started doing graffiti probably around 1989, and we didn't have any of this stuff back then. It was literally like stuff we found. You kids have it so good now, you don't even realize it. I have to say, I'm quite impressed with the new formula of Soultip paint. To be honest, was never really a fan of the old formula. I thought it was too thick and didn't flow very good. But the new formula, they've improved on it substantially. And again, this was a mop that's been sitting for over a month. Try that with your garage-made ink. Sometimes it just doesn't work. So, if you're a graffiti writer or even a fine artist who doesn't use your products as much, this is going to be a great choice for you. Also, the bottle comes with some handy notations so you can see how much you're filling your other mops with. They really thought of a lot. That was a very illuminating test of the OTR Soultip paints. I have to say that the new silver is extremely, extremely metallic. An excellent shade of chrome. But very happy with them. The flow is nice. I haven't tested them for buffability, although we don't really test for that anymore because no one really seems to care. And that makes sense. But I will say it is a permanent paint, so it's not going to wash away in the rain, and it will be up there for quite some time. These fine products are available on our website, artprimo.com. We're your source for all your graph supplies. So give us a call, 206-365-4083. We got thousands of products. We're adding new ones every day. In fact, we're about to do some more videos with the new ones coming up soon. So definitely keep posted on the videos. Please ask any and all questions in the comments. I will do my best to answer as many as possible. Or if you want to talk to me directly, just give your homie a holler on the phone. But yeah, give us a call. We're a family-run business. Your business means everything to us. Thanks a lot, brother. Peace.